Yeah, Jeffrey N. Hendrickson, nicknamed Hendo back in the day, because it was too long of a Norwegian, as they would call me in the service. In the United States Navy, I was an air crewman on a P-3 Orion, and also trained in combat SAR and all that fun stuff down in Pensacola, Florida. 2004, 2005, got unfortunately hurt at SEER school. Survived, evade, risk, escape. I didn't evade very well. Fell down the side of a mountain. Still got back up because of a Marine Corps. I love my Marines. All of 5 foot 535 pound Marine picked my ass up. I'm a big boy, as you can tell. 6'4", 260 pounds. And hiked another 2-3 miles up the mountain. Made camp. Got all that done, and then finally I went numb, and I didn't have any feeling in my lower part of my body, and my knee was all huge, my back was all messed up. So it was a long night. We didn't have our corpsman with us, and got medevaced out. They tried to bring the helicopter in. That didn't work, and then they forgot meds too, so all I got was good old Motrin, vitamin Motrin.
That's what HM stands for, right?
Yep.
Have Motrin.
Yep, have Motrin. And so they put me on a sledded me out. That was no fun, painful. Then they're like, "Oh, you're fine." So the doc shot me up twice with some morphine, threw me in a ambulance for about 12 hours, and kept on. They gave me some food, which was nice, but just kept on popping me, drugs, just for me to just pass out. Super long, painful, horrible day. Next day, the doc said, "Yeah, you're pretty much done. You're probably gonna get retired out of this puppy." So I was 3 surgeries later, still deal with a lot of issues from top to bottom, from spinal issues to knee, back, whole 9 yards. But trying to get better. I remember just how much fun I had when I was training in Pensacola, Florida, especially jumping out of helicopters, learning how to use an M4, 50 cal shotgun, the horrible Beretta that would pinch you if you didn't hold it right. Running on the beaches, doing the log, outrunning the Marines on the beach course was amazing. That only happened a couple times, but I loved it when I beat those Marines on that 3-mile run. It didn't happen often, but it felt good when it did.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah, I know you will. I miss the camaraderie. I miss the brotherhood. I miss just getting to go do fun things on awesome equipment. It's not an office job. It wasn't, and I do miss the working with the officers. I really wanted to be a pilot, and that all kind of went to poop toot, as they would say, but wasn't meant to be when I got hurt in SEER school. So, but I just miss the guys just training. So, yeah, I miss my friend Nate Hafferson. He died at 21 while we were there. I know that's different, but it kind of brings up those same hard memories. I don't know the proper term, but I took his body all the way from Jacksonville, Florida to Charlotte, all the way to Sonoma, California, which I thanked Nate on the way there. And then that week that I was there, I got to go tour every single winery. So I think of those type of things where I got to be his man to help his parents through that time frame. I was very honored to do that. But yeah, I think of Nate too. So I work for the Department of Veterans Affairs, and I think it feels good. No greater honor than to sacrifice yourself for your fellow brother and sister, and that's why I joined, was so that I could do that. And so the little bit that I did do, and to hear that, it does feel good. And the people that say it, I can hear the heartfeltness of it. it's the guys that say they wish they could have gone, right? Or it's even the older guys that are veterans, and they've recognized, our generation's been at war for 20 something years,
Right.
and those are our Vietnam guys, and those are some of our Korean War fellow brothers. It's even honorable for me to hear them say that to me, because they face so much worse than I did anyway. So. It's interesting because it's exactly that, because I was about to be dead. I was drinking. I was literally smoking my brains out as much as I could. And I was probably about to be stepping into the harder stuff, because I was just trying to find that numbness. And I was just trying to find that just escapism. And if it wasn't for Survivors of War and the team here and Pastor Shane, I would be dead. And I would definitely be divorced for sure. But I can say I'm alive today. I can say that I'm happily actually married. We've come through a lot. And I've been able to revive my relationship better with my boys, my two boys. But last year I was on death, as they say, death doorstep. I just want guys to know that you can't do this on your own. No amount of substance, no matter escapism will ever replace brothers and sisters that have been through this. And that's why you got to find a chapter of Survivors of War, and for us to get together and talk through these things and work through these things and go do fun things together again. And that's what I talked about with being in the Veterans Days. Like, I miss hanging out. That's what this group's all about, is out doing those fun things and just having that commonality. Happy Veterans Day.